Hello guys, in this video I am going to discuss about top 10 best movies featuring Johnny Depp.
Witty Jack.
Did no one come to save me just because they missed me? Why should I sail with any of you? 4 of you have tried to kill me in the past. 1 of you succeeded.
Johnny Depp is famous for his versatile characters and charismatic personality. He is mostly known as Captain Jack Sparrow, the character he played in Pirates of the Caribbean movie series. This list contained 10 of the best movies he ever done. So, watch the whole video to get the full list and also make sure to subscribe this YouTube channel for more interesting lists. Now let's jump into the list.
You're mad. If I wasn't, this would probably never work.
On very first, I would like to talk about number 1, Pirates of the Caribbean movie series, first time released in 2003. The IMDb rating of this action-adventure movie is 8.1, and Johnny Depp played the character of Captain Jack Sparrow. This movie series is set in old times when pirates ruled the oceans and they control everything on waters. Pirates were always striving for wars and battles, and this series mainly focused on a smart, funny and famous pirate Captain Jack Sparrow and his adventures. Its story begins when a blacksmith joins forces with Captain Jack Sparrow in a bid to free the love of his life from Jack's associates, who kidnapped her suspecting she has the medallion.
I'm Captain Jack Sparrow. Not sure I deserve it.
They're searching for a player.
He's coming for you, Jack. Where's your...
Number 2, Edward Scissorhands, released in 1990, and this romantic fantasy movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 7.9, and Johnny Depp played the character of Edward Scissorhands. This movie is about the fantasy story of a synthetic man with scissor hands, Edward, who is taken in by a kindly Avon lady, Peg, and it all happened when after he passed by his inventor. However, things take a turn for the worse when he is blamed for a crime he did not commit.
Those things are cool.
Can I bring him to show and tell on Monday?
He's a highly imaginative character. It seems clear that his awareness of what we call reality is radically underdeveloped.
Number 3, Alice in the Wonderland movie series, first released in 2010. The IMDb rating of this fantasy adventure movie is 6.4, and Johnny Depp played the character of Hatter. This fantasy adventure movie series is based on the story of a 19-year-old girl, Alice, and it all started when she was following a rabbit in a blue coat and she fell in a magical wonderland from her dreams, where she is reunited with her friends who make her realize her true destiny. And there she played an important role in the matters of that fantasyland and her friends.
Help us make the world right again.
This is impossible.
Number 4, Dark Shadows, released in 2012. And this fantasy comedy movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 6.2, and Johnny Depp played the character of Barnabas Collins. Well, the plot of this movie is set in 18th century in Maine, and it follows the story of a rich and powerful playboy, Barnabas Collins, who is preside over the town of Collinsport. However, when Barnabas breaks the heart of a witch named Angelique, she turns him into a vampire and buries him alive. After 2 centuries, Barnabas escapes from his tomb, where she buried him, and end up in 1972 Collinsport, which of course is a very different place now. But when Angelique finds out about that, the war begins between them.
The Collins family.
Who the hell is this?
I'm a vampire, madam.
Yeah.
He's not staying with us forever, is he? I like him.
Welcome home, Barnabas Collins.
How soon can the horses be ready?
Number 5, The Tourist, released in 2010. The IMDb rating of this romantic thriller movie is 6, and Johnny Depp played the character of Frank Tupilo. This movie is based on an interesting subject of romance and spy thriller. It follows the story of an American tourist, Frank, and a beautiful lady, Elise. They both are visiting Italy. However, out of nowhere, Elise came and sits with him in a train. She asked him to act like he is her lover, who is wanted by the police. But this short act brings a chaos in his life.
You were part of a plan.
This is exactly why she chose him, to distract us.
I am sorry I got you involved in all of this.
I don't regret it, kissing you.
Number 6, The Lone Ranger, released in 2013. And this Western adventure movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 6.4, and Johnny Depp played the character of Tonto. The story of this movie is based on the concept of cowboys and bounty hunter, and its story begins when a lawyer, John, joins his brother to capture an outlaw, Cavendish. However, Cavendish attacks and leaves them for dead, but John is rescued by a rebel Comanche, Tonto, who helped him, and after some time they become friends, as well as patterns who rob banks for money, and now they team up to take down the rogue.
Why are you talking to that horse? Why am I covered in dirt?
I buried you.
Why am I alive?
Number 7. Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Flaat Street, released in 2007. The IMDb rating of this musical drama movie is 7.3, and Johnny Depp played the character of Sweeney Todd. The story of this movie revolves around the character of a barber, Benjamin, who take a vow to seek revenge from the judge who framed him for a crime he did not commit. However, when he decided to do that, he made a plan and he reopens his barber shop and begins murdering his customers with a razor.
Benjamin Barker.
No Barker. Sweeney Todd now. And he will have his revenge. Where's my wife?
She's gone. And he's got your daughter.
The chair. Come on. Sweeney's waiting. I want you, please.
Number 8. Finding Neverland, released in 2004. And this family drama movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 7.7. And Johnny Depp played the character of Sir James. This movie is based on the story of a theater writer who was not very successful with his work. But when he met a widow, Sylvia, his life took a great turn and he starts involving with her 4 kids and he decided to create a theater play for them. However, this inspired him to create a historical play, which make him famous and bring an eternal peace to him.
Do you mind us playing with your dog?
No, go on.
So sorry, my boy's bothering you.
Jay and Barry, pleased to meet you.
Jay and Barry, the author.
He's a different boy since his father died.
It's just a dog.
Peter.
Just a dog. With a wee bit of imagination, I can see the great bear Porthos.
Number 9. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, released in 2005. The IMDb rating of this fantasy adventure movie is 6.7, and Johnny Depp played the character of Willy Wonka. The story is about a young boy named Charlie, who is from an impoverished family, who dreams big. However, one day an imaginative chocolatier, Willy Wonka, decided to give a tour to some kids in his famous chocolate factory, and he also announced to give all of his worth to the winner kids who impress him the most. The kids will be selected by a lottery ticket which is hidden inside the chocolate package.
Dear people of the world, I, Willy Wonka, have decided to allow 5 children to visit my factory.
He's Willy Wonka.
I'm Tyler Beauregard.
I don't care.
And on very last, number 10, Blow, released in 2001. And this crime drama movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 7.5. And Johnny Depp played the character of George Young. This movie follows the story of George Young, who is having grown up amidst extreme poverty, and now he becomes a cocaine peddler to earn money. However, while this makes him rich, like other cases there was a gangs who threatens his power and rise. But George decided to fight them because he believes that he built this on his own.
Can't believe we're stealing a plane.
Where did you get this stuff?
Colombia.
I can't feel my face.
Senor Escobar wants to see you.
We're going into business together. I want to start right away.
So, friends, this was the whole list of movies. I hope you enjoyed it and excited for watching the movies you have not watched yet. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Please hit the like button and share it with your friends. Leave the comment below and share your thoughts on this video, and let me know your favorite one. And also please do subscribe this YouTube channel for more interesting content like this. Stay strong and see you in next video.